What's going on, everybody? Jake here with SDR Motorsports, and today we're going to be going over the install of our Xpedition rear bumper. So in your box you should have the main bumper itself, one upper mounting bracket, and two additional support brackets. There'll be a passenger and a driver side, as well as a couple packs of hardware. Tools you'll need for the install: you'll need an 1/8 inch and a 3/16 Allen key, a 10 mil, 15 mil, and 1/2 inch wrench, a 15 mil socket, and a 40 mil Torx bit. Alright, so first step in the install here is we're going to go ahead and remove some factory bolts here and install the upper mount bracket. So there's 5 T40 Torx bolts that are going to be along the bottom side of this bed here, just inside of the tailgate. So you go ahead and we'll remove those 5 and hang on to them because we will reuse those. Alright, so once we've got those 5 Torx bolts removed, we can go ahead and grab that upper mount bracket and get it installed. If you look at it, you'll notice there's a bottom flange that's longer and this top flange is a little bit shorter and has these notches. These notches are going to go towards the top and into the bed to go around the little flanges here. So we'll go ahead and set that up there and get it loosely hung with the factory bolts. Alright, so we'll get the bumper all prepped here for install. So we'll go ahead, take the backing plate out of the hardware pack and go ahead and get that installed here on the back of the bumper. Alright, once the backing plate's on, we can go ahead and do the lower support brackets. Like I said, there is a driver and passenger side, so when they go ahead and get installed, you'll see they have that angle is going to go towards the inside of the bumper. So this will be your passenger side and this will be your driver's side. These are going to mount into the 2 lower holes in the bumper. So this flange here will set on the inside of the bumper, and we'll go ahead and run a bolt and nut in through the bottom. So now to go ahead and hang the bumper, we're gonna go ahead and have to remove 2 more bolts. We'll grab that 15 mil socket and wrench and remove the 2 bolts here that are holding what would be the hinge bracket on your XP model and is just supporting the back of the bed on your ADV models. So we'll go ahead and get both of those pulled out. Okay, so now that we've got the upper bracket on, bumper's all prepped, we can go ahead and actually start sliding it on now. So the bumper is going to set on top of this upper bracket here and kind of hang from it, and these extra lower brackets are going to straddle the mount of those bolts that we just took out. All right, and then once the bumper is up there and hung, you can go ahead and grab the remaining hardware from your hardware pack and loosely tighten it up along this top rail. And you can reinsert the 15 mil bolts that we took out and put them back through the new lower mount bracket. The bed may sag just a little bit from the weight of it, so you might have to fight that a little bit when you put the bolt back in. A jack with a spacer under the bed and a little bit of pressure will help realign that, which we'll show you here in a second. So to help with that misalignment that we were talking about from the bed sagging, basically just grab any sort of floor jack, bottle jack will work, anything, and a spacer to get up to the bottom of that bed floor, and just slowly give it a few pumps with your jack. Until that bolt hole lines up again. And you should just be able to slide the bolt right through. And then drop your jack and take your spacer. All right, so with those bolts back in, we can go ahead and tighten those two and then start working our way out, tightening things from there. You may notice if you look at the side of your bumper that the return might be pointed a little bit up or a little bit down. The bottom hole in this mount is slotted, so what you can go ahead and do, tighten all 5 across the top and then either pull down or lift up on that corner. Hold it where you need it to, and then tighten this bottom bolt here, and that should help hold that flat. Once you've got all those tight, you're all good to go.